Guys, UPBL, week 3 of season 7. We're all the way at season 7, I remember season 1 with Iron, Clan, Huddock, Jew, me, Supernova. I think that's it. That's enough. That's everyone. I remember the 4 playoff people was, it was Jew, Clan, Supernova, and Iron. Iron won. That's when I was good and actually cared about Mons. We were talking the other day because I hadn't seen him in a minute. But anyway, now we're playing Jason, who's been here since season 2, I believe. He's accomplished at this point. He won a season. He's played, and he's been in finals 3 times. He's made it to playoffs every season since he's been here. I've made it playoffs every season since I've been here. Granted, season 1 I was hacked out of playoffs, and even then, no, I think Jason came. Did Jason come season 2 or 3? I don't remember. I know he was here for season 3 at the bare minimum, but I think he was here for season 2 as well. But not me and Jason mad shit talk, but yeah. But anyway, me and Jason, I'm coming off a 6-0 GFL, which is another random league that I did just because I had a friend that wanted to do a league with me. I'm coming off a 6-0 there after beating him. So, well, beating Jason 6-0 in GFL, which, that's good momentum, I guess. But now I gotta play here. He has, you can see the 6 that he brought. He also had an Alolan Ninetales, a Gigalith, a Vaporeon, a Lurantis, a Tauros, and a Rotom. So basically he has Sand plus Veil. And he brought a couple of things which I did not expect. He brought Quillfish, he brought Noivern, and he brought Slurpuff. I expected Ninetales, Gigalith, or Vaporeon. I did expect Sand here. But I do, basically, my team is the 60T. It is Dragapult with Dragon Darts, Hydro Pump, Steel Wing, U-Turn. Just a defensive Mandibuzz. It is a physically defensive Calm Nature Primarina meant to take on the Volcarona in particular, but it's also my Noivern swap. Good one to handle that. But Shoga Cabalion, Max Defense for Uniclus, Calm Mind, Psyshock, Focus Blaster, Cover. And then physically defensive Tangela. Obviously, you can see that I was very scared of the Excadrill. Because Excadrill is really good versus me. Or, it's not that good versus me. I have a Mandibuzz. I have potential Scarf Dragapult, which outspeeds and Sand. So, I have a lot of things, but Drill's still a problem, just because Drill's good in general. Everyone knows that. But, yeah. So, basically, looking at this, my Mandibuzz is 2 attacks. It's Foul Play, Brave Bird, Roost, and Defog, so I don't really have to worry about the Rocks on Drill potential. The Quillfish Hazard Spike stacking me with spikes and toxic spikes. I don't have to worry about the Puff with webs. So basically, I don't have to worry about hazards because Mandibuzz is, in my opinion, the best defogger in Draft League. But my Reuniclus can win easily. Actually, easily late game. My Tangle is good for Drill. It also handle Slurpuff if it's not Flamethrower, which it 100% is, but if it isn't, then I guess so. If it's Belly Drum, then Scarf Pull's good for +1 Volcarona. Good for, I mean that's really it. Just in particular, +1 Volcarona, but it's very good versus that. So I can actually get a D-Darts off. Primarina lives and get Torrent if it's a Dream. Mandibuzz easily lives, can Brave Bird. I think I definitely have matchup here. But basically, my win con is Reuniclus more than likely. If I can get straight rid of the Skuntank, that's best case scenario. I doubt that's happening, but if it does, that'd be great. that pretty much means Ridiculous is guaranteed to win, like almost 100%. But um, I'm calling mine Psyshock, which is basically meant to not necessarily call mine to war Volcarona, but if I like start with a +1, then Bug Buzz doesn't do much. So if he starts Quiver Dancing, I just get Psyshock and Oko. So yeah. Anyway, we can finally get into the match. But basically, I lead Cabellion, he leads Noivern. Noivern's a pretty decent lead versus me because, especially if it's Taunt, which is what I'm expecting it to be. But because Taunt can prevent my Anabuzz from defog, which is nice for him. Like I feel like his game plan might be just a straight Hazard stack and then have Noivern in to be able to taunt the Mandibuzz. But I'm not. He doesn't have to do that way. Like he might bring taunt Quillfish, taunt Noivern, taunt Skuntank. He could just bring like mono taunt. Therefore, I can't ever get rid of hazards. Basically means everything on my team gets hit by him pretty effectively, barring Magic Guard or Uniclus and the heavy boost Mandibuzz. So Lead Noivern pretty much is forcing me out to an extent because he also frisks my Chocoberry, which means I can't get Escadrille off guard. But I got my safe Mandibuzz as he Super Fangs immediately. It's a good play. I predict the taunt here as he goes for the Toxic. So it either A means he's not taunt, or B it means he is Toxic taunt. It either means he's no attack or he doesn't have Roost. And I think that's very unlikely that he's either one of them. Therefore, I just think he's no taunt, which makes sense with Toxic. I think Taunt was slightly better, but Toxic is good too for residual, obviously. Dragon Bolt comes in though. Here, I think I just click U-turn, obviously predicting the Dragon Bolt, the Noivern to swap out. As it brings in Slurpuff, as I bring him my Cabellion. Here, I threaten it with an Iron Head. I say I just get Stealth Darko, I believe. Do I straight Iron Head? I do straight Iron Head because my thought process was Slurpuff can easily still lives that. And it can either Flamethrower me or get its webs up. And I did not want to allow Slurpuff to get its webs up freely, so I just raw Iron Head. As he goes Quillfish, feels Intimidate, does 9, just absolutely nothing, but gives me easy Reuniclus. I do threaten Excadrill with a Focus Blast here. I just go raw for it, yeah. I should go raw for Focus Blast. I do miss on the Skuntank, which is pretty big because it means that A, I don't know whether it's Assault Vest, which I'm kind of expecting it to be because it deals with like Trick Room or Reuniclus a lot better. It deals with pretty much every Reuniclus spread better, but if it's just for Death, Black Sludge, I wanted to find out. Figure out a TV spread pretty much. And getting damage off with the Focus Blast for late game Reuniclus is fantastic. But anyway, I do miss. Not that big of a deal, but I go my Hard Cabellion on the potential Dark. As he also click Poison Jab. I did not think he would Flamethrower or Fire Blast there because I had Mandibuzz potential. So, and then Mandibuzz took Fire Move into Poison Jab. So I just didn't think that would be his play. If he made the play, they're a good play, but again, I just didn't think he would. He jabs into my Cabellion. I rock here, predicting him to swap as he gets the Fire Blast off at just 52. That's a chunk, but I figured he'd swap out because again, this is your ridiculous answer. So I find it very not necessarily shocking, but he's still 2 attacks at this point, which is kind of again making me expect him to be Assault Vest, but I don't find out because the Focus Blast missed. I am obviously forced out here because I don't kill him, but he knows that his Skuntank HP is obviously very crucial for the Reuniclus, so he swaps out to his Quillfish. I go out to my Mandibuzz. Here I can just Roost off, assuming this is not Taunt, as he goes for the Spike, and I just Roost up, obviously. Here, I think I just go for the Defog. No, I just go hard Reuniclus, yeah. I go hard Reuniclus because I know that the Quillfish obviously can't do much to me at all, and I can Focus Blast immediately into the Skuntank because there's Chip. Why is there only one Spike up? Oh, it's over there. I didn't think it loaded properly, but here I Focus Blast or raw Psyshock. I might just raw Psyshock, but I Focus Blast again into the Skuntank, and I get a crit, which pretty much makes up for the fact that I got the miss earlier, which definitely makes up for it. But I do connect that one. It does 68% on the crit. It was Black Sludge, so it means it's not Assault Vest. So Again, weakening this is fantastic. This has only 2 more rock swap before it dies. So obviously I'm forced out here. But as I go my Mandibuzz, I do go my Mandibuzz. I'm trying to get my Roost off at this point, or my Defog off, because two layers of spikes forces a lot of, not necessarily, it's subpar positioning. Basically, now I go my Primarina, because Primarina is definitely my best answer to this at this point. The only other play really is Reuniclus. Reuniclus is pretty decent here as well, but I don't want to have to deal with like a double into Skuntank. Get your some HP back, but I guess in hindsight, maybe Reuniclus was a play just because it put on a lot of offensive momentum, but I had to get a 50-50 right of whether he would stay in or whether I would click Focus Blast on the Skuntank, whether I would Psyshock, but basically forced a 50-50 while Primarina is just really good here in general. Definitely my safest play. Just 22, just absolutely nothing. It's not even Hurricane because he didn't want to risk that. I agree. I don't disagree with that at all. But he uses Quillfish on the Primarina. I do expect that as I double out to my Mandibuzz. I doubled out because again I don't know I need to get my defog off, right? And he hasn't revealed Taunt. Therefore, if I can get my defog off here, it's going to be very nice. I can get rocks back up really easily, to be honest. But well, not necessarily easily, but I can get my defog off easy enough, or my rocks back up easy enough. Basically, here I go for the defog as drill offs to come in. I do think I defog here. Yeah, I do defog, obviously getting rid of the 2 layers of spikes on my side. Basically means my Cobalion still has HP, and I don't want my Dragapult coming in taking 6 or 18% every time, plus potential toxic, or not potential toxic, it is toxic, basically potential toxic if I opt to double, or went hard Dragapult on like drill, spin, or something like that. I don't have to take residual now. And he goes his drill, which implies to me that he's toxic, so basically I was worried about Toxic, but I was also worried about like Rock Move, Banded, or like Life Orb because Rock Move did a lot, or Rock Slide. So I was gonna Tangela. If he revealed Toxic, that wasn't that big of a deal because Tangela is still only here for Drill, so it's going to specifically comment on Drill and only Drill, no matter the set. So anyway, he doubles out to his Slurpuff. Slurpuff is double. It's a bit annoying, but I knew I'd easily live Flamethrower if he had it, and I figured he'd have it. So I can just get my Leech Seed up, and obviously this is going to give me the HP back. Here, I still want to know whether you're a Flamethrower, and I still live. So I go with the Sleep Powder, just because I expected either A, a double, or B, just to stay in. But getting a Sleep Powder off on this would be very nice. My Tangle is now Toxic, which is bad, but it's definitely okay because I still check Drill. So here my Leech Seed's going off. He's Wish Puff, which is actually pretty annoying, but it's fine. I want my Cobalion to get its Leech Seed back, and since he revealed Toxic and never Flamethrowered my Tangela, I'm just expecting it to be Wish, Toxic, Protect, D-Gleam, so that's not that big of a deal to me. And I think here I just go for the Stealth Rock. I do get my rocks back up. As I said, getting rocks up were not that hard in this match. I think I just go with my Reuniclus as I do. He doubles out to his Noivern. Good play on his part. It's kind of not really. Because my Reuniclus is like also meant to beat this Noivern. So here, I think I Focus Blast. No, I know I Calm Mind. I Calm Mind here because I don't expect him to go hard Skuntank here. I think that's a choke. So I figured he'd just stay in and Super Fang, which as he does, I figured he'd either A, stay in at Super Fang, or B, go at Slurpuff. I didn't think Slurpuff made much sense though, but I think just more as an initial pivot, you could try wishing into your Skuntank if you get some 50-50s right. So that's just, again, what I expected. Staying in Super Fang was also another option I knew of, but I didn't really think he'd do it, but he did, so... here I think I should go for the... Do I go for the... No, I think I go for the Psyshock here and wuss out. Yeah. But, here I am forced out again, unfortunately, into my Cobalion because I expect him just to crunch. And he goes for a Haze, which catches me off guard for why he didn't click Crunch. So at this point, I'm like, does my Reuniclus, like, wall the Skuntank? And so basically, Reuniclus walls Slurpuff, it walls, Quillfish, and it walls Noivern. It can beat Drill. It can OHKO Drill for the record. And the only thing at this point that can beat it potentially is last move Crunch Skuntank, which again I still expect. I don't think you're gonna bring that and not have Crunch, but and Volcarona. Basically, I go Cobalion here. It does kill this thing at this range. As I predict the Qwilfish properly here, I get my Reuniclus in on the double. Here I think do I recover? No, I just raw Side Shock predicting. Well, I didn't think he taunt there because I didn't even know he had taunt at that point. But I knew that I didn't want him staying in because if he stays in and I Calm Mind and he taunts, then it wasn't that great of a position because then he can. It's all a mind game, really. Just to be honest, this is all a mind game at this point. My Reuniclus can put in a ton of work, but I have to get plays right with it, and that's like the hardest part of it. But I just go for the initial Side Shot because I don't have to Calm Mind there. There's no ultimate reason to. So here I think do I go for Focus Blast here? I think I do. As Noivern comes in, now I go for Side Shock again, which is good. But Noivern coming in, that doesn't matter because I still wall this thing. So here no. Okay, so I didn't do that because at this point I'm still taunted and I don't want to take the extra damage I don't have to take. And it makes a very good play there. I could have just stayed in there, but I guess Skuntank, I was never Focus Blasting there, so I agree with his double into Skuntank. It covered me clicking Side Shock and it covered me clicking Primarina. So that was a good play on his part, but this Skuntank is forced into an odd position because I still have Mandibuzz. So he goes for the poison type. He does get the poison, which is kind of big for something like Volcarona and Drill later, potentially, because now my two answers to Drill are both poisoned to some extent, being Mandibuzz poisoned and Tangela toxic. But I think I still managed Drill just fine, but it just makes it harder, I guess. Mandibuzz does come in and get poisoned. As I doubled out predicting the Slurpuff properly, I get my Cobalion here. At this point, the Qwilfish is low, therefore I can just go for the Iron Head. I don't have to predict Qwilfish here, because again, as I said before, Qwilfish is low. So Iron Head is going to weaken it to the point where it can't really do much, because it does not have recovery outside of Wish. Slurpuff, which he is not getting his wishes off, because I'm not allowing him to Wish Pass into a Skuntank, which is my biggest concern at this point. Getting the HP back on Skuntank would be really bad for me. But Iron Head back into the Noivern, takes 36, that does nothing. But I stay in here and CC predicting the Roost. Because here, the Roost was a very obvious play. I didn't think he'd Air Slash. Even if he Air Slashed, it still killed at the range he was at. So CC was 100% my best play. Because if I got rid of Noivern, no more Taunt, or no more Toxic, no Taunt. And at this point, there was no way he was not Roost and he had Taunt. There's no way you're going to bring a no recovery Noivern. So here I predict the Roost properly. Here I do I swap here? I think I swap here into a Primarina. Yeah, as I do. He goes this Qwilfish. Obviously doesn't put me in the best position ever, but Mandibuzz still walls this is now. So, I mean, Poison Type is absolutely nothing. As he does Taunt, do I predict the Taunt there? I do not. I still Roost because I think I forgot about Taunt there. Now Mandibuzz is down to 29, which is not that great, but it's fine because I have Reuniclus. He goes for Scald. He does get the burn. I am Magic Guard, therefore it does not matter at all. If anything, that's actually better in case he was like random, like something to pair up me, I guess. I don't know. Here I Focus Blast immediately because I wanted to catch the Skuntank coming hard in. Because I hadn't clicked Focus Blast in a minute, therefore I wanted to predict it. But I go for Focus Blast again, and I actually land too, which is kind of cool. But again, I didn't want the Skuntank coming in. I'm showing that very much so. I'm down to 4 Focus Blasts. I need to monitor my Focus Blast actually. But here I just click Psyshock. I think here I just click Psyshock. Yeah, I just clicked Psyshock there because I didn't think he'd go hard Skuntank at that point. Thought there was no way he was doing it, and I was right. Puff coming in doesn't matter at all. Because once this thing is done getting its HP back, I'm going to be out of Taunt, and therefore I'm just going to Calm Mind up. I think here, do I predict here? No, I thought there was no way. Okay, so my thought process here was there was no way you're going to go hard Skuntank here, and even if you do, at this point you have 2 Pokemon that died rocks, therefore it doesn't matter. I thought you needed your HP on Slurpuff too much, and therefore I Calm Mind on your Protect, and this puts you in a horrible position because you have to you either basically have to sack your Quillfish here as he does here, and I call mine on the sack, and basically this puts you in a horrible position because now Skuntank is forced in. At this point, Crunch, I'm at 100% HP. Crunch is not doing that much. So it does a lot, but it doesn't kill me by any means. And Focus Blast just picks it off at this point, and even if he clicks Haze, it's best case scenario for me because now Skuntank is dead, and now he really cannot beat Reuniclus. Noivern wants to come in, which was a whack play. I think you had to go Volcarona there. Because Noivern most definitely does not beat me, and Reuniclus just Calm Mind all over it. And I haven't revealed Recover at this point, but there's no way that this thing can beat me, really, 1v1. So I just Calm Mind a lot. I need to make sure I 1v1 the Volcarona, which is what my concern was there. I go Recover, I'm at 100% HP. I just get +6, there's no reason not to. I Recover, and he's going to have to Super Fang there, as I just Side Shock there to Oko the Noivern. The Slurpuff comes in, Play Rough does 20. I just Recover to get my HP back. He protects, doesn't matter. I just Side Shock, I Side Shock again, picks health for kill. Drill coming in, it does not matter at all. I am +6. That Side Shock is not going to matter at all. The only thing I could have seen you doing... Okay, so obviously the Reuniclus wins the game here because Volcaroni's not doing crap, 210, and Side Shock Okos. So Reuniclus picked up 6 kills in this match. It's another sweep with Reuniclus after the week 1 sweep. So I'm just saying, this mon is so good. It is most definitely my favorite mon in Draft League, 100%. This is like my second time drafting it. I've had it before. It might have been in an earlier UPBL season, actually. I don't remember. It might have been in an earlier UPBL season, but I know I've had it before at least one time. I think I've had it one time before, and I didn't do all too well with it, but now I'm putting in a ton of work with it, and I'm definitely enjoying it too. I 6-0'd Jason for the second time in the same day. I'm pretty sure we played this the same day, and I 6-0'd him twice in the same day. So, poor Jason, but it was actually a pretty long match. It was 61 turns, but it only took like 20 minutes to commentate, so that's good, but, I think if you were Taunt Noivern, this was a whole different story. I think you should have been Taunt Noivern over Toxic. Like, I get the concept. You want to Toxic the Mandibuzz in particular, which is my best answer to Noivern. But in the same way, you can just taunt it and beat me 1v1. I 100% believe that Taunt was better here. And if you were Taunt, you did not lose to Reuniclus there. You 1v1 Reuniclus, you 1v1 Tangela, you 1v1 Mandibuzz. Like, you 1v1 a lot of my team if you were Taunt. But, alas, you were not. So, oh, I lived Hurricane. I said that earlier, but I meant Air Slash because I was at 62. I had no way I was dying to an Air Slash. But, yeah, I just had to make I didn't have to make any crazy plays, to be honest. I had to condition well enough, and I conditioned, and I did it, so. We moved to 3-0. Next week we take on Mythlo, I believe. That'll be a fun one. I think he's sitting 1-3, or 2 I think he's sitting 1-3. But it's Mythlo. There's no way he can not pull out this W. He definitely has a good shot versus me, but we have a very tough early schedule for the record. We have very good players for, like, the first... Who we play week 6? I don't remember. We play... No, I remember we were supposed to play Matrix week 6, I think. But Matrix got replaced by Coffin, and then Coffin got replaced by Draco. So that'll be a cool one. But we basically have Brian week 1, who's good. Easy Bake week 2, which is good. Jason week 3. Week 4 is Mythlo. Week 5 is... I don't remember, but I know Yolander. replaced him. I think that's how you pronounce that. I'm literally pronouncing it. It could just be Lander or whatever, but I know he replaced whoever it was before. I really do not remember. That's my apologies to the dude before, but I believe it was no, it was Panda. I think no, it was I don't remember, but anyway, our first our early schedule was really difficult. I think the UPBL has like decent competition this season, notably, but you know, hopefully I can still pull through. 3-0 early lead. I now it's only me and Cal that are undefeated as of now, and he loses his week 4. So here we are. Hopefully, if we win our week 4, basically that puts us at the only undefeated team in the league. So obviously that'd be nice to have that call, but yeah, I guess I will see you guys next week versus Mithlo.